Hi, my name is Ken Tamplin, and welcome to Ken Tamplin Vocal Academy. My slogan is if you like the way I sing, I'll show you how I do it. The proof is in the singing. Why do I say that? I say that to say this. I started out as a singer just like you. I didn't start out to learn how to teach the voice to a bunch of people and tell other people how to sing. I started out because I wanted to be maybe the greatest rock singer in the world, or at least the greatest singer that I could be. So I began studying the voice diligently around the age of 19, studied it for well over 20 years, and have had the opportunity to study under some of the greatest vocal teachers this world has to offer. Folks like Ron Anderson, who you might know as the premier vocal coach for American Idol and the TV show Rockstar. He also has worked with Chris Cornell, Kelly Clarkson, Adam Lambert, Jennifer Hudson, goes on tour with Alicia Keys, the Chili Peppers, Josh Stone, and so forth. I also studied under Dr. David Kyle, or the late Maestro Kyle, and I went to Rome for a few years to study there as well. So with that said, I want to talk to you a little bit about the voice and what I feel KTVA represents, as opposed to where I feel there's a lot of other methods out there that misrepresent the truth about singing, and I just have to say it for what it is. In fact, there's some courses out there that'll even tell you they'll put an octave on your voice in just a few weeks, and they'll even guarantee it. Folks, I just got to tell you, that's just not the truth. They're just looking for your money. They're looking to line their pockets with your hard-earned dollars. I know because many years back, there were a lot of coaches out there that would meter out information very slowly. In fact, most coaches do that because they want to get you to keep coming back over and over again, and they just want to fill their bank account with your hard-earned cash. I designed KTVA to streamline all of my life's experiences, not just learning how to sing in some climate-controlled vocal booth room, but the years of live stage experience, different types of singing environments, competitions, recording, and I streamlined that into the components, the hardcore components of what it takes to become an excellent singer. Now, you could stay in the beginners or starters or intermediate courses and enjoy that, and maybe you're a karaoke guy and you just want a weekend kind of thing, or you can take that all the way to the master's class, which is stage 3, which will give you the tools to be an absolute monster singer. Now, I want to talk to you about this this time frame within which this happens, and here I just slammed all these people. I'm not, my website, I'm not posting a zillion famous people that I've taught. My cousin is Sammy Hagar. I've worked with some of the biggest rock bands in the world. I've worked with some of the biggest music producers in all of rock and roll history. I have 30 albums out. I've got 3 Dove Awards, which are like gospel Grammys, 14 nominations. I have over 500 songs placed in film and television. How the heck is that going to make you a better singer? Well, the way it would is if I could compile that information and put it into an easy to understand, simple way. I'm not going to give you all these, well, the pharyngetical larynx valve, the dual Farbage valve, and you times that by the square root of your social security number crap. I put it into a simple, easy to understand method to get you and streamline you onto the fast track of the core of what it takes to be a fantastic singer. So I'd like to have I'd like to give you a little bit of an analogy about different methods and how mine differs. As I mentioned, this turn you into a monster in 3 easy weeks kind of stuff. The voice is a muscle, and like any muscle, it needs time to grow like a muscle. If I told you I'm going to make you a world champion bodybuilder in just 3 weeks, would you believe me? Well, if you did, then you deserve to have your money taken from you, because it's just not tenable. It's not possible. Your muscles, you're not going to become Charles Atlas in 3 weeks from taking a pill or from some 3-week course that someone's going to take you through. Now, it isn't to say that your voice can't grow fast. It can, and it will. If you do these things properly that I lay out here in my course, your voice will grow amazingly fast. But the reality of it is you're just not going to grow that fast. You're going to grow fast, but not that fast. And I can put an octave on your range in most cases, and I can give you crazy great tone and good pitch and all the things that go into making a great singer, and help you understand the environments of different types of situations where you can get yourself in trouble, maybe a smoke-filled room, or maybe bad sleep, or bad monitors, or those kinds of things that will also help in practical application to singing. But if you could humor me for a minute, I want to pretend that I'm a personal physical trainer for a second to give you an analogy that might help you understand this a little better. Let's say you're a little overweight, and let's say you come to Ken Tamplin to lose some of that weight as a physical trainer. And let's say I tell you, all right, Johnny, I want you to run up and down that street back and forth 10 times as fast as you can. So sure enough, you followed my advice and you run up and down that street 10 times as fast as you can. And let's say you do that 6 days a week for 2 weeks, right? At the end of the time, you're going, oh, look at me. I'm losing a little weight. I'm feeling a little stronger. This is great. That Ken Tamplin guy must be something. The fact of the matter is, I didn't really teach you anything. And I gave you little or no information. Now, I might have given you the feel-goods. I might have taught you a few scales. I might have taught you some weird exercises. Yilly, 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 yilly. But the reality is, there's nothing that I gave you that's going to make you a great singer. So what you're going to quickly find is that you can only go so far. There's a threshold or ceiling on that kind of teaching, just giving you some scales. Now, I will say this in defense of that. Doing scales will make your voice stronger. By osmosis, running up and down that street will make you a little stronger. It won't make you great, it'll just make you a little stronger. And if you try to get into anything that's out of your element, you could hurt yourself if you don't have proper training, all right? So with that said, I just have to say this for what it is. For some reason, vocal coaching seems to be one of the only vocations out there where you can have an MBA or a PhD or a this or a that behind your name or teach all these famous people or just whatever, right? But you've never proven out your method yourself with your own voice. You've never really shown anybody that you can physically do it. Instead, wah, 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 wah. You're going to tell everybody how to do it, but you haven't done it. Now, don't you think that's weird? I'm sorry, but I do. In fact, the last time I checked, I'm a guitar player, and I've been playing since I was 6 years old, and I've worked very hard at my guitar playing. And by the way, Google my name and search. You'll find all the stuff that I've done and all the fancy stuff, so I don't have to sit here and brag about it now. But I play guitar, so the last time I checked, if I wanted to be a great guitar player, I went to the best guitar player that was stylistically who I liked the most, and I would model myself after their playing. Right? So if it was Jimmy Page, or if it was, Eric Clapton, or if it was Eddie Van Halen, or if it was Steve Vai, or Lukather, or, any number of a great, Paul Gilbert, any number of great players, I would have modeled myself after their guitar playing, and then take what I learned from them and incorporate that, and then move on and do the same thing, right? Well, same thing with basketball. If I want to be a great basketball player, maybe I go to Michael Jordan or whomever to try to become a great basketball player. If I want to be a great soccer player, maybe I learn from Messi or Thierry Henry or David Beckham or something, right? Maybe I want to become a surgeon, a heart surgeon. I'm not going to get that out of a textbook, folks. I'm going to go to the best heart surgeon I can find and have him physically show me how to do this. For some reason, in the world of teaching voice, you can tell all these people how to do it, but you don't have to actually do it yourself. Don't you think that's weird? I do. I'm sorry. Einstein couldn't have said it better. He said, example isn't a way to teach. It's the only way to teach. So I'm here to say, if you like the way I sing, I'll show you how I do it. No excuses, just results. The proof is in the singing. So welcome to Ken Tamplin Vocal Academy. You will be shocked at what I'm about to show you and how fast your voice will grow with my method. Thanks for joining me.